Fuck off, Courtney.
Literally, I just pressed record. So,
Wait, did you?
Yeah, I was just like, fuck off, Courtney. Oh.
I'm playing a game, and it's like, one of the ads came up. It's like, hey, I'm Courtney, and I signed up for Match, and I'm like, yo, fuck off.
Oh, that's fucking great. Anyway, welcome back to the show that we do.
Diamond Quality Podcast.
No.
Yes.
No.
Uh-huh.
I refuse. Anyway.
You know you want it.
I don't?
Yes, you do.
No. But, what the fuck? Anyway, we are doing the show again today. I thought we were going to do it at my campus, but low-key, no. But
low-key, no.
And, I try to not really have like a schedule, but I have a few topics that we can talk about.
Oh, look at you, all organized now.
I'm trying to, but okay. So I can either gush about the concert that I went to. I'm just gonna give you.
You're gonna give me the options?
Yes. What
if I tell you go fuck yourself?
Then I'll just start with the first one. We have Taco Bell Assault, Incel Messiah, the MXM Tune Show / Fuck New York.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can go into this, but I put Pat ghostwriting.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't even tell you about that. What the fuck?
I saw it on Facebook. You posted about it, and on Instagram too.
Oh yeah, I did.
So I was like, what? So I pulled up like this little notepad. And I was like, gonna ask that on the show.
Okay.
Or in general. So, bitch, don't play copyrighted shit.
I'm sorry. This is an ad on the game.
Not my fault.
It's not my fault either.
It is. You're playing the game.
No, I'm not.
Then the fuck are you doing?
The game is playing me.
Oh, that's a very sad thing. But yeah. So what do you want to start with, Pat?
Catch a penis by the tail. Damn. Okay, tell me about New York.
Okay.
Well, why is New York trash to you?
So this past Saturday.
Where did New York touch you?
So this past weekend, on Saturday, I did my usual teaching thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit ended at 6, and I had the concert to go to. I wanted to be there at 7 because the doors opened. Excuse me, and I wanted to just get there on time.
Mm-hmm. As one does.
Life didn't work that way.
Okay.
So my friend dropped me off at my place because I wanted to go get my camera and prepare for the show and shit. But it was already about to be 7 when I got to the train. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, cool. And I forgot that on weekends the World Trade Center train is closed.
Oh yeah.
And I've never taken
33rd Street, yeah.
No. I still took that train, but I took the fucking ferry to New York.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't know how that fucking worked. But turns out you just get off on Exchange, go up the fucking stairs, and right there at the door, you're given the fucking tickets. And this entire time, there's this older Peruvian dude who just stops me and just goes, in Spanish, he's like, hey, do you know Spanish? I'm like, yeah. Hey, how do I get to World Trade Center? And then I'm just like, well, fuck. and I told him, this is my first time going to the whole ferry thing. Yeah. And then he's like, well, I'm going to stay with you because I'd be more lost if I wasn't. And I'm just like, oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no. I forcefully made a friend.
Yeah. And he's telling... homies. Yeah. And then he's telling me, yeah, because I have this event to go to. And I'm like, yeah, I have one too. I have to go to this concert. He's like, oh, shit. And he starts asking me where I'm from. I'm like, yeah, my family's from Ecuador, but I was born here. And he goes, oh, shit, my girlfriend's from Ecuador. And this motherfucker starts FaceTiming her.
Oh, are you dead ass?
Yeah. I think just to talk to her in general, but then he points the phone to me and goes, hey, he kept calling me paisano, which is, at least in my understanding, is usually referred to someone from the countryside. Okay. But I guess the way that I'm assuming Peruvian people use it is just like, oh, it's this guy. Okay. And me, he kept forgetting my name.
Bruh! Your name is Walter. It ain't that hard.
I forget the amount. I think he called me Carlos.
Bruh!
I think William. I just remember the last name that he called me before we left was Andres. And I'm just like, no. Every time I'm like, no, it's Walter. He's like, is your name like Brian? I'm like, no, that's your name.
Excuse me?
And eventually, okay, so what I didn't know, because I didn't know where the fuck the ferry was, I just saw that it said Harborside. So I was like, okay, I went into this whole building, went all the way around.
We're talking about the big glass building.
Yes.
That's where Chris works.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just to fucking figure out that no, there was a whole fucking boardwalk with a line of people going straight to the boat. And then there were people coming off the other ferry. And I was like, well, I don't want to cut through all these people. Yeah. So then we went all the way around again. And then I told the guy, because he's still FaceTiming his fucking girlfriend, and I'm just like, yo, we gotta hurry up, the boat's leaving, and the line's moving faster, and I'm just like, okay, cool. We get there, and then I didn't notice that the guard locked the fucking gate, so we hopped that shit.
Oh, shit.
And I was about to do like a fucking Mission Impossible jump onto the boat thing, and no, that fucking boat left. And, so we had to wait
another. That shit would have been a dope story.
I fucking wanted to, but then I feel like I would have left the fucking dude.
Nigga, yo, who is he? Who are you? Boy, he stopped you from greatness, nigga.
I was technically already late for the show, and like the security guard that was working there was like, oh, it'll take like another 20 minutes for the next boat, and I'm just like, fuck, it's already gonna be 8 o'clock, and which is when the show started. So I was getting annoyed, and I'm just like,
and then you killed the Peruvian dude.
No.
This is Walter's murder confession.
No, I did not kill him.
Yes, you did.
And then eventually
the coming right now.
Shut the fuck up. Eventually, the fucking the boat to Brookside place came, which is the one that we needed to take, and so we go on it. Dude, it is cold as fuck. Because it like as soon as we got on the boat, it got fucking windy. Bruh. And you're already on water, and water and cold don't mix. So then cold wind made it fucking worse. And I was trying to like maintain my balance because this is the second time I've ever been on a fucking boat. And I wanted to grab the rails, but that shit's made out of metal, so it was frozen as fuck. No. So I just got like, never mind. And okay, so we eventually get to fucking Brooksfield Place, and I had no idea where the fuck to go. And this dude's like, yeah, how do I get to this place? And I'm trying to explain to him, open Google Maps, type the fucking name of the location. And then he's like, okay, cool, I'll figure it out. I try to order an Uber, and then I have to go to the other side of the place, on fucking Brookfield Place. And I'm just like, fuck! It's like about to be 8:30, and I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. And, I got an Uber, and the dude took me to Brooklyn. I accidentally got a fucking Uber X, because I was supposed to get a pool, but then before I ordered it, I think I closed the app to help the dude out. Yeah. And then I closed the app, reopened it, and then ordered the Uber again, and didn't notice that I didn't put economy, and for some reason it was default to Uber X. So I paid like almost $30 to get to fucking Brooklyn. Yeah. No. Excuse me. And so I get to the fucking, well, we're going down the bridge, and I see that the fucking venue's like not too far off. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna just get off, my guy. It's about to be 9 o'clock, and like the show's gonna fucking end. I'm gonna be annoyed because I paid like what, $16 for the show that I barely didn't get to fucking see. Word. And I want to hopefully at least meet this girl because like fucking I've been in love with her music for like a good bit, and like I made it to the show. I went to the fucking because it's a bar restaurant and also a venue for some reason. But okay, so I go in there, I get a few shots. I felt weird because like I was just all the way in the back where there's like 12-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds all around. They're like with their boyfriends and shit or with their friends in general, and I'm just like in the back like with my camera just like I'm like, man, I want better shots. So then I like maneuver into the crowd, and then like I see like an empty space, and like it's mostly girls in there, and and you know me, I'm fucking socially kind of awkward, especially with women. So I'm just like, hey, can I just like slide through there? And like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And like, I have like a small tiny bag, so I'm trying to like fucking snake my way through that shit. And I'm just like, okay, cool. They're looking at me weird. Fuck it, I'm gonna take pictures anyway. You don't know me, but here we go. And like I'm just getting shots, and like I posted them on my fucking photography account if anyone's interested. But So I basically got to see what I'm assuming is the second half of her set, and I was like, cool. I at least got to see from her performing. I feel like Chet and to the rest of the show. If anyone in the audience is actually there, the Baby's Alright venue. But so then she fucking comes, like the show ends and she's like, oh my god, thank you. And then the whole crowd starts leaving. Then she randomly comes back and goes, hey, can we sing Happy Birthday? I thought it was for someone that she knew, but then someone in the crowd was like, because like me, I went up to the, at that moment, I went up to the stage to just take pictures of her equipment, because like I thought like that would look really cool, and it did, because like I kind of made like her keyboard my background, because it just I just like the lighting in it, that shit looks lit, and she just randomly comes back, so I'm technically like in front of her, and I'm just like, oh shit! And then the whole fucking crowd comes back just to sing Happy Birthday to whoever, and then this other girl in the crowd, and she's like, oh my god, fuck, it's my birthday, fuck! And I'm just like, oh, that was fucking cool and random, and eventually there's this whole like merch thing, and like I was like, fuck it, I would hope to like at least buy a shirt maybe, and then meet her. So then I'm on the line. And I bought this shirt, which I'm showing you my titties right now. So I bought the shirt, and then I see her, and I'm like, yo, fuck. I don't know why I'm so fucking nervous right now. Like I don't know. I think it's because like I low key like love her music, and I don't know. It's just weird because I always see her like on Instagram or like fucking TikTok or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is weird. This is weird. She's noticed me on live streams, but I get to see her in person. This is fucking weird. And so I basically tell her, I was like, yo, thank you, and I'm sorry, and I explained the whole shit with New York. Yeah. And I was like, and then I just randomly bring on, like, yo, so like I remixed I Feel Like Shit, and then she just looks at me, her eyes wide, and she goes, wait, you're Pink? And I'm like, what? I was like, what? You remembered? She's like, yeah. I'm just like, oh shit. And then immediately she went for the hug, and I'm just like, okay. I was just like, oh shit, I'm getting hugged. I was like, oh shit.
No, I'm proud of you, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, she recognized me? Huh?
Yeah, what? You want to be you?
And like, also
wait, so what, did you hit her up to do the remix, or like did you just like tag her when you posted it?
Oh no, I tagged her when I posted it. Okay. And she supposedly liked the video on Instagram, like the preview that I posted. But I didn't think that she would actually remember or like, you know, fucking know about it, I guess. And
what the fuck is that again?
I don't fucking know.
Body?
Maybe? I don't fucking know. I'm barely home.
You could have said no, there's not a body in there. You said maybe, my nigga.
A body of pillows.
Shut the fuck up.
See?
Body of pillows. Bitch ass nigga.
But yeah.
Body of pillows ass nigga.
Yes. And what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Oh, it's Christ. Okay.
It's like the second time that's happened.
Has it? Really?
Yeah. Because I forget, like, you went over there. I think it was like after one of our shows, and then like you just went, oh, it's Jesus. Ew. Yeah. Yeah. And then like shut the fuck up. Because you know tomorrow. Oh. And what was I met also Kai Dreams, who was also there, and like I talked to him for a little bit, and I felt bad because I wanted to talk to Maya more. But then, like, I didn't want to be that asshole that held up the fucking line and shit. And that's when I got, like, some people from that were, I guess, working at the venue, like, hey, you gotta keep it moving. I'm like, fuck, I'm that asshole. I'm sorry. And then I just went home.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm glad you got to, at least meet your idol.
Yeah. Yeah, and, I don't know, fuck New York. And, like, one last thing about that, because I Ubered to the Brookfield place since I was supposed to take the ferry back, because they give you a ticket to and go, to and from, or whatever the fucking right phrase is. And I don't know how, but I lost the returning ticket and was almost stranded in New York, because it was like supposedly the boat would leave at like 11:30, and that'd be the last boat. And I'm looking through all my fucking pockets. I'm just like, where the fuck did it go? Because like, I remember my mom randomly gave me like I think $7 for whatever reason, and I put it in the same pocket as that ferry ticket. That money was still in my pocket, but not the fucking ticket. So I'm assuming it either fell at the venue or in one of the 2 Ubers that I took. Bruh. And so I had to like I took the fucking the A train to like Port Authority, and then I took the bus back home, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Because, like, last time I went to New York and, like, I came home around midnight, I could take the fucking World Trade Center back to Jerome Square, and that shit was fine. But I'm assuming because it was the weekend and they're doing construction because of the hurricane and all that bullshit. That's what I'm assuming it is. Okay. I don't know what, but whatever. So that's that. So, do you want to go into your thing?
Ghostwriting? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, my friend I mentioned her before, Daphne, she hit me up to do, she's like, hey, my grandmother needs something ghostwritten. Can you do it? Mm-hmm. And I was like, first I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. What does she need? She's like, oh, she only needs like 2 sentences. I'm like, 2 sentences. I'm like, what? She needs 2 sentences?
Just 2 sentences. Hi, my name is, I am great.
And she's like, yeah. So basically, apparently, her grandmother's a housekeeper, right? Yeah. And she's been working for this family for years. Okay. And basically, the family's like really rich apparently, and they're philanthropic and all that. Mm-hmm. And basically, they're apparently super cool, super generous and all that. They help put they actually, not just in terms of paying her grandmother, but in terms of like actually helping her family out in terms of certain situations. Cool. Yeah. In certain financial situations, Mm-hmm. And so basically, they're like, oh yeah, for the husband's birthday, the wife is writing a book about him. Okay. And she wanted an entry from her grandmother. Mm-hmm. But her I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not sure what the situation is, but her grandmother wanted someone else to write or something. Yeah. Yeah. And so basically, she just gave me a bunch of information about him, and I was like, okay. I'm like, this is a lot of info. Are you sure you need just 2 sentences? And then so Daphne asked her, and she's like, oh no, okay, never mind. She's just more like 3 to 5 lines. I'm like, okay, it's like a paragraph. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And then she says, oh, just tell her how much you how much you want for it. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to so I ended up writing it. Yeah. And it took me like half an hour, honestly, because I'm that nigga. And yeah. So and I'm sending it to her, and she's like, oh, she loves it. She's like, yeah, just tell her how much you want to get you want to get paid. I'm like, I'm still trying to figure. Cause I'm like, what kind of price range are we looking at? Blah blah blah. And she's like, and Grandma's like, oh, don't be shy about the amount of money you ask for. So I'm like, all right. So I ask around, I put it up on Facebook, put it up on my Instagram story. I'm like, hey, how much do you think is a reasonable amount for blah blah blah? And basically, it turned out like most people basically do consensus of most people either saying anywhere from like 20 to 35. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, because it was just one paragraph, and so yeah, I end up telling her, okay, until 35, and then apparently she's just like. So
you're an asshole.
So Daphne hits me up a little bit later. She's like, so Pat, like, she said when I told her 35, she said that's it. So she's sending you 100.
What the fuck? Wow!
Yo, dead ass. I'm like, okay,
nice.
Damn,
Congratulations.
Yo, word. I'm like, okay, shit.
I'm a certified writer now. Yo, word. Finish that novel. Eat it, fucking teacher from. Oh my god. From whatever fucking grade.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So that was lit. No, yeah, that's all there is to that story.
Okay,
so
cool.
Like, if you never even write anything else, like, I'm like, got you.
But please.
Like, yo, like, what? I'm like, deadass, that took me like less than half an hour. Like,
oh shit.
$100 off of it. Like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, word.
Okay. So the other 2 topics that I wanted to talk about is something called.
Oh, sorry, I did want to bring.
Shit.
Like, also money related. So basically, I saw a post. It was posted in one of the lewd groups I'm in. Yeah. This is like sort of a new lewd group that was made because there's an old lewd group I was in. The initials are OS. We're gonna call them OS for now. I don't feel like name dropping. Yeah. Basically, the group is kind of trash. Because
was this one that you mentioned before?
I might have.
Maybe.
And they're kind of trash because like okay, this is a lewd group, but also we're gonna shit on sex workers.
Yeah.
We're gonna shit on sex workers. We're gonna body shame all fucking day, and then call everyone oversensitive for feeling a way about it.
Fucking snowflakes.
Yeah, basically fucking snowflakes. Like, yeah, and all that shit. And so it's like okay, and so basically, another lewd group was made with like people people from that group who I sort of not friends per se, but I trust them in a way where it's like they are cool.
They're the more tolerable people.
They're more tolerable people. And so they kind of put together their own lewd group where it's like, okay, this is more. We're gonna like more enforce positivity and shit here. Anyway, so someone posted in that group, and so something about like how dudes' voices and all that, and how hot it can be, and so they captioned it with like it was a picture of a tweet, and they captioned it with like if guys would stop hating on sex workers for more than 5 minutes, they figure out that they can make bank off of just selling videos of their voices or selling audios as sexy audios. I'm like, huh.
I could do that.
I've been complimented on my voice before.
Same.
I've been complimented on my voice often. That's probably my most complimented feature of me.
Yeah, word. Because I've gotten that too.
Yeah, people tell me, oh, you should be in radio. You have a really nice voice, blah, blah. Or, I remember I started talking to a girl and we were sending each other messenger audios. It's and the first time she remembered, she's like, oh my god, you sound so high. You make me feel like a peasant. I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, you make me feel like a lower class or something. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
and then
that.
You just go like, well, pleb.
And so I'm like, okay, this seems like something. I've been lazy because this was a week and a half ago, and I haven't done shit with it.
Oh shit!
But I'm like, I kind of want to do something with that. Maybe make scripts and
I mean, Dev did say that we should try doing a whole.
Well, no, Dev was talking about voice acting. I'm talking about selling masturbation videos.
Oh, okay.
Videos for chicks to masturbate to something. Or even guys.
Yeah,
or even guys. I don't give a fuck.
If you can do that, yeah,
money's
totally.
money.
I mean, that was the thing where I would always joke about wanting to get into the hentai voice acting world, and there'd be people who were like, yeah, but then what about when people jerk off to your videos? I'm like, that's the whole point,
right? Fuck,
and I can go as high as the typical Japanese schoolgirl, and then voice the vampire with tentacles that's fucking her. It's I could do both voices and then get double the money,
right?
And then it's people will fucking come to that maybe, but I got fucking paid.
I got money, bro.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking okay, I could do things with this because I've seen a whole I remember when I brought it up in the comments, they're like, okay, we gotta do this and that. I'm like, because okay, you can do dom videos, you can do sub videos, where it's you're begging to be allowed to come or something like that. You can just do general jerk off and moan into the
so basically JOIs.
Yeah, basically JOIs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I red light, green light.
Yeah. Oh my god, yo, those are the fucking dumbest.
What?
I mean,
when you finally come at the end of those, it is wild.
I mean,
because you've been put on edge the whole time, bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that, but for me, I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't do.
You just jerk off straight through.
Yeah,
fuck you.
or I'll skip through. She's not doing anything. She's not naked.
Why are you even watching the video then?
Because the girl's hot, and I saw tits in the thumbnail, and then she flashed her ass. She had a nice ass. I want to jerk off to her ass.
Fuck you.
No. That's why I'm fucking my hand. But yeah, totally. If you can fucking do that, then yeah, go for it. Start a Patreon.
I'm probably not gonna start a Patreon. Just be like, hey, go in the various lewd groups and be like, hey, here's my voice.
Let's get the fuck out of me for a second.
Here's my voice. Here's some clips. If you want the full things or other options, send me money.
But I want a custom. What am money at?
Yeah, no, custom's extra. You want me to moan your name? I'm like
it's Stephanie. I'm like, what's a name that we don't really know? Clarissa.
I was trying to remember. Is that Percy Jackson? Yeah. No, her name is Clarice. Okay.
Oh, Gladys. Norma.
No, Gladys has a significance to me.
Oh, does it? Oh,
no! Okay, so the last girl I was with, right?
Oh, no.
So, I actually stole the line from a book. Because we were thinking about, nicknames for each other. And so I was like, what can I nickname you? And she's like, you can call me whatever you want. She's like, you can call me whatever you want. I'm
Daddy.
Like, so you can call me whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, Gladys. And that was kind of a running joke for a while.
Yeah.
I think I stole that line from a book. Where a character said, or a male character's like, whatever, you can call me whatever you want. Other male character's like, alright, Gladys. So I stole that directly from a book. So Gladys does have significance. It's like,
So I would love if the preview is you doing it where you're of course into the microphone of your phone, you're just like, oh yeah, and because it's a preview, you're just like, insert female name.
Gladys.
Oh my god. Okay, being that we're talking about like the whole sexual thing in general, it might be appropriate to transition into the incel messiah. Do you know anything about that aside from the two separate terms?
Well, I know Jesus didn't get to have sex, and it was involuntary, so he was involuntary celibate. And Jesus Christ is in fact the Messiah.
Oh my god.
So Jesus Christ is in fact the incel Messiah.
I mean, you're not wrong?
Wait, I'm not? Fuck. I didn't know Jesus never had sex. I didn't know he wanted to have sex.
Because, like, there's no story about Jesus getting it on. Although there's implied stories because one of his friends was a fucking prostitute. And they're like, oh, he hung out with that lady. I forget what the fuck her name was, but it's like, you hung out with that whore. Jesus, how could you? He's like, yo, chill, bro. But
I remember one of our teachers. No, you didn't have him for that. You had him for we had him together for the law class.
Oh,
but I had him the next year for a religious studies class.
Oh yeah,
and we were talking about Christianity, or like I forget what aspect of Christianity we were talking about. We were talking about like the fact that like the Bible kind of skips over Jesus' 20s.
Wait, what?
The Bible basically skips over Jesus' 20s.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
So that's like. What was going on, Jesus? Huh? You're wilding out in your 20s, Jesus?
It's in the very Old Testament.
Nah, that's a naughty testament, nigga. Fuck.
Oh no. Okay, so this is a short article, but from my assumption, from what I gathered, like, because I heard about this like within the past week, there was apparently a band at Berkeley College of Music in Boston, and because I just read right here that it's like it's Boston, by the way, not California, but
okay,
yeah, and there's a band called Incel Messiah, and from my understanding, it's a troll band, it's a joke, but they had a performance that was controversial, and I'll read you the article because I think this is the one that describes what happened. I don't always visit the Washington Post for my education news, but when I did this week, I stumbled upon an article entitled "Student Band Yells Obscenities Throws Pig's Blood on a Woman During Concert in a Berkeley College of Music Cafeteria."
You want Carrie? Because this is how you get Carrie.
Yeah. The band Incel Messiah. You didn't watch Carrie?
Oh, you did get the reference.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I never watched it. But.
Yeah, I saw Carrie. The band Incel Messiah wanted the performance to be satirical. Incel Messiah. That just might beat out Gavin McInn's anal Chinook, or Chinik, I don't know how to pronounce that, for most discomforting band name ever. I mean, there's like fucking grandmas. There's like a metal band name, like something with grandmas and fucking, I don't remember.
Wow. It's my
lol.
It's oddly relevant.
Yep. Now this is Berkeley College of Music in Boston, by the way, not California. It's apparently really hard for... Shut up and tell a story!
I want to play with the drum.
Can you do it away from the mic? Whatever. It's apparently really hard for bands to get booked at that campus dining hall. But hey, those guys know how to play their instruments, and by that I mean they know how to make them produce a sound. That's what it fucking says here. The school is investigating the incident, and the student group running the show posted footage on Facebook, but later deleted it and said, quote, "CAP shows did not approve and does not condone this band's behavior or the inappropriate themes portrayed in the show. Berkeley students called Incel Messiah's show offensive and misogynistic, but the band said that they are all feminists and intended to make fun of incel culture, which involves men who are involuntarily celibate and can't find romantic or sexual relationships, but which is also associated with some pretty vile stuff like Elliot Rodger." Fuck him, by the way. A UC Santa Barbara student who killed several people after reportedly being unable to find a partner. So while the student organization hosting Incel Messiah took down the band's performance, the group has a YouTube page featuring, quote, "Demon Sex Pervert." The song you just heard, as well as other lovely tunes like Chronic Masturbator and cut off the bassist's dick.
What?
That's apparently a song name. Incel Messiah was originally planning on just doing this one show, but told the Washington Post that more shows are now in the works. And yeah, if my prank spurred in a Washington Post article as well as a school investigation, I'd also probably consider doing it again. Honestly, how much time do administrators and journalists have on their hands? Okay, so it doesn't really explain what happened, but from what I heard originally from a Just Kidding news video was apparently it was a girl that came out and like basically her bra and panties, and she's just on stage, and like eventually the dude, like the singer I guess, starts like yelling at her, and then eventually pours fucking pork blood. And mind you, this is all happening in a fucking cafeteria where people are eating and just trying to fucking eat and shit.
Word.
Like, and so I get where the outrage comes from, but this is also a fucking school of music. Like, you know, a school where you're supposed to be creative and, you know, let yourself be free and blah 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 fuck. Let's see. I found another article. I think I found that same Washington Post article, except there's so many fucking ads. Jeez. Anyway,
so they say what exactly the controversy rooted from, like where
it's the performance itself because of the pig's blood and being they're called incels. They're yelling obscenities at the girl. Let's see.
Is the girl part of the show?
Yes.
All right then. So it wasn't just some random chick like I first thought.
Yeah.
So like, was that the only thing about it?
Let's see. From what I see in this interview, just reading through it, it says the female performer who did not wish to be identified approached the band with the idea of dancing in pig's blood during the performance. Quote, she wanted to do it because she fetishizes about getting covered in blood, D'Amico said in an interview. Oh no, D'Amico? Ah! Anyway.
Wow. Wait, you said his name.
Yeah, I'm going to censor it anyway.
But you just said something close to his name.
Oh well.
D'Amico? No one's gonna get the joke! You dumb nigga! Yo!
Oh well. The performance was meant to represent sexual liberation. Do they say what happened? Let us see. It's like you're doing like a weird rendition of like fucking like Seinfeld or some shit.
I forget the Seinfeld thing. God, why does that always sound so obnoxious?
Because it kind of is. What's the deal with not liking comedy? Because I'm Jerry Seinfeld in my fucking 50s now. Don't you remember, like, he used to do college shows, but then, like, because PC culture's now a thing, he's just like, yo, fuck this shit, fuck PC culture, and then just stopped going to college shows, because they were telling him, I think, to tone his shit down.
I mean, I don't know, I haven't heard his jokes myself.
I don't know, all I know is that everyone that references stand-up is like, what's the deal with whatever the fuck? Ooh, I'm a whack! Oh, Jerry! And whatever the fuck, I never watched Seinfeld.
I'm playing with this way too much.
Yeah, okay. So here's what happened. It's describing the video. A video fades to a darkened cafeteria. A woman appears on stage in a white t-shirt, bra, and underwear as a punk rock band plays behind her. Someone in the band begins pouring a bucket of pig's blood on her. He curses into the microphone. She writhes and dances in the blood as the band finishes its set. People were shocked. They didn't really know how to respond. Yeah, that's essentially what happened. In a cafeteria while people are eating and pig's blood is all over the fucking place.
First of all, from what I'm hearing, basically, the band's kind of shit. From what I hear, the band can't play. The band is like deliberately edgy. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like there's like edgelords trying to get
this is literally like the whole joke.
Yeah, this is the joke.
Yeah.
We are, look at our name, or Incel Messiah, haha, look at us, we're pouring pig's blood on a chick and cursing.
Yeah,
we're trying to get a rise. Okay. But like, at the end of the day, like, I can't like they never really say what was said to the woman, and the fact that the woman volunteered for this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out like what exactly might be quote unquote misogynistic about it.
Let's see.
So I'm not watching the video. Like I'll sit over here and listen to it. But
I found a performance. I don't know if this is it because I don't see a girl. They sound like a typical fucking metal band. Yeah. Oh wait, no. There's some weird sounds going on. I don't see a girl.
And the violence causes silence. Who are we mistaken? I'm sorry, it was in my head.
I have no idea what you were singing. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking gross.
That is very gross. What the fuck? Oh my god.
And she's taking off the shirt.
Taking off her shirt. Okay, well, all right.
Okay. Okay, we're not gonna go to campus en masse.
Right?
Okay, anyway. So, yeah, and it didn't really sound good based on what I just heard. So I get where that's coming from. If the band just sucked. Like, I get that it's a joke, but
be good at your joke, fuck.
Like, I don't know, like, you can barely understand what's happening in the fucking video, too. Like, because the guitars are so fucking loud, like, you hear woos and screams, but nothing very audible except for the guitar and the drums. I just love that, like, the drum set has Berkeley written on it. But, yeah, that's that story. The other story that I wanted to talk about was, did you know that there were some Taco Bell workers that assaulted someone?
In Pennsylvania?
I think... Philadelphia.
Okay, see, me and Chris, we were talking... I brought up Taco Bell today to Chris. And
when you guys were, like, on your way?
We were on it. And some random other ass nigga on the train starts telling us about this.
Oh, about the story?
Yeah. I'm just like, yo, Nick, we were having a conversation. Like, I'll punch you.
Hey, are you guys friends?
Like, yo, Nick, I'll punch you in the fucking face. What the fuck? I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that's violent. You can't be like that.
Yes, I can. So, yeah, I kind of semi-heard about it, like, this morning.
Have you seen the actual video?
No.
Neither have I. So, it's only, like, about 30 seconds long. So, it's like... Jesus. Here we go. Oops.
Oh, is that other Patrick?
What?
Hello. Echo.
Oh, bleep.
Stop!
Oh, the manager's there.
Oh.
Yo, he's holding him. What the fuck? Is the camera person saying stop, or is it the manager?
Stop!
Okay.
Taco Gang!
Okay. Where's this? Okay. So,
Taco Gang!
now with this fucking ad.
Gang, 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 gang!
Okay, so what did that person tell you? Since I didn't,
I stopped paying attention because I was annoyed.
Okay, so then I can transition into the fucking thing. Okay, the Philadelphia couples quote run for the border.
What?
Who wrote this? Joshua Rhett Miller. Fuck off. Anyway, turned into a real dash for their safety. Brian Reese, 38. Said he and his girlfriend were assaulted by employees at a Taco Bell in, I almost read this as Jersey City, in Center City, after he complained that he had waited 45 minutes for an order of burritos, tacos, and nachos. Reese said the employees, who didn't seem to be too busy at the time...
They always say that.
Yep.
They always say, oh, no, they weren't busy.
They were making, like, orders with 20 items in it.
Like, niggas walk into the restaurant, and there's, like, 100 people in there... And like,
where's my 2 tacos?
Like mad orders on the screen. Like, y'all ain't busy. Oh, okay, continue.
We're telling impatient customers like him and his friends that they were swamped with grub. Oh,
Yo, it's Grubhub!
Oh my God!
Yo, it was Grubhub, my nigga! That's it! Grubhub be fucking it up!
Should I say where it's located?
Yeah, sure.
At the Chestnut Street location that needed to be completed first. But 3 of the workers had apparently had enough criticism from the hangry customers, prompting them to jump over the counter and follow Reese outside, where they attacked him and his girlfriend. Shocking video shows.
Yo, like, I can't condone this, but, like, I understand it.
I understand too.
Yeah, I've
wanted
to black on niggas before.
But you would go to jail, and then we would have been in the New York Post.
I kind of want to be in the New York Post.
Except this is our version. It's like, yeah, so I lost my cool, and listen to my podcast.
No, hashtag Diamond Quality Cosplay.
As you're arrested being into the fucking cop car.
Follow Diamond Quality Cosplay and Facebook and Instagram.
I'm his photographer.
Yeah. I also make music. We have a podcast.
Oh, God.
Nobody listens to it.
Cool. I blacked out of the store. Reese told Washington Post. I don't know what VI is. WPVI. Anyway, they continued to follow me. They put me on the ground, and I don't really remember too much else, except for when I got up, my girlfriend was on the ground being beat. She wasn't even in the store at the time. What the fuck? Jeez. Reese posted.
Go probably should jump in.
Reese posted.
Let's let your boyfriend get beat up, nigga. Fuck.
Oh no.
Stay the fuck out. Your boyfriend is rude, nigga.
Oh no.
It's Taco Gang now.
Oh, this gets worse.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Reese posted footage of the late night attack to Twitter on Tuesday after giving Taco Bell reps a week to respond to the attack. He said he was eventually offered a $20 gift card. You get your ass beat and you get $20. The fuck is that? But the fast food chain was slow to release names of the workers involved, including the 6 employees seen in the footage. Fuck, there were 6 of them? Jesus!
No! I'm sorry, but like, yo, you know that there were shifts where like, if one of us had went off,
yes,
all the niggas would have went off in the store.
Dude, that almost happened a couple times!
Remember the big nigga?
With what?
The big nigga? Who's like talking shit? Oh, why y'all laughing while y'all making my food? Hurry up and make my food. Yo, your fucking chalupas are frying. Well, you need to hurry up. And then like he started coming up my nigga Miguel.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, I'm like,
yo, Mig was gonna fucking lose his shit.
Yo, and like, yo, Miguel's like 18 years old and mad skinny, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna walk over there and like, you know, just stand by just in case. And then this thing started coming at both of us, and then like Rosie came over trying to push us back. I'm like, and this thing was like, yo, I'm gonna knock your fat ass out. I'm like, yo, who the fuck you wanna knock out, nigga? Yo.
No, I was there.
Yeah, you were there. You were trying to hold me back, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think when he's like, yo, I'm gonna knock your fat ass out, you got extra adrenaline and fucking got out of my fucking grasp. No, what I was remembering was
y'all niggas were holding me back, and like I was like, yo, I'm gonna cut this motherfucker's throat, blah blah blah.
Do you remember?
And then he was like, oh, you know, what time you get out of here? I'm like, yo, 3 a.m. motherfucker, what's good?
I think I had to close with you that night too. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I just wanted to like finish these fucking orders.
But I was wildin'. Like,
I mean, yes, but what's it called?
Just be like that.
Do you remember when we had that super shitty employee who was always on her phone?
Oh, the one named after a drink?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And her fucking personal drama went in and got almost everyone involved.
I mean, that one I didn't give. Like, that one I just got involved out of, like, safety.
You got almost pulled in!
Yo, because, like, yeah, I was, like, trying to block motherfuckers from fighting each other.
Yeah, and then you almost got dragged into that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Then out of nowhere, someone picks up the metal sign and throws it over and, that one big customer just catches it before it hits anyone.
Yeah, and I'm just
like, yo, that's the nigga right there. I forget who you are. You need to get free Taco Bell. Someone needs to give you some free food.
Just a whole store.
Yo, word, like, yeah, free Taco Bell for life. You say niggas lies that day.
Back to the article. Joe Boback, one of Reese's friends who was also at the restaurant, started recording the melee as Reese dashed outside, showing one worker holding Reese in a headlock as another seemed to be punching his midsection.
So that was the dude's friend?
The guy who filmed? Yeah.
Well, What? So you filmed your friend getting your ass beat?
I mean, there were 6 people.
Yo, I'm not gonna. Yo, I don't give a fuck if I see you or Chris getting your ass beat. I'm like, calling somebody, and then I'm jumping in to pull niggas off your ass.
I mean, I would try to pull people off.
Yeah, I'm not recording you. The fuck? But I'm beating ass to protect my boys. What the fuck, bro? No.
Yeah, but then talk about offer him a $20 gift card. So fucking bad.
No!
Anyway, jeez. That prompted Reese's girlfriend to try to stop the attack, leading another employee to assault her, Bobak told the WCAU. Quote, it was such a blur because it was so traumatic to see my 2 friends get beat up for no reason. Bobak
Yeah, and
told
I
the
didn't
station.
help at all except to record you. Stop! Yo, I'm sorry, you bird ass. What the fuck? Yo, you see your 2 friends getting their ass beat, so you're just gonna stand there and record, my nigga?
It was complete chaos.
Yo, my nigga, like, what? That's some dumb shit, boy.
Oh, I don't know whose side the fucking person who wrote this is on, because the next sentence is, Reese and his girlfriend were both hurt during the, quote, unprovoked attack and accused police of being slow to address the incident. Quote, there's no reason my girlfriend should have been on the ground getting beat up as well, he told the WCAU. A spokesperson for Taco...
She tried to defend your ass. She should have just stood back and let your ass get beat, and then nothing would have happened to her.
But she's coming to your defense. That was more than the fucking friend did. She just got her ass beat because of it.
Yeah, and the friend should have gotten his ass beat too. His friend would have jumped in, he would have gotten ass. I'm sorry, like that's a good girlfriend, but she's wondering. But it's like you're acting like, oh, there's no reason she would have gotten beaten up. She got beaten up because she jumped in.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm also saying the friend's shit because he didn't jump in. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry, you're fired as my friend.
Yeah.
Like you stood there and recorded, my nigga. I could have died. I could have died, son.
Yeah, but then I would have filmed your death on camera, and then would have sued Taco Bell, and I would have gotten 2 $20 gift cards.
Boy!
I'm sorry. That is okay. Anyway, a spokesperson for Taco Bell told the situation in a statement that the workers involved have been fired, but it's unclear exactly how many people. Huh?
So the poor things.
But it's unclear exactly how many employees got the axe. Quote, we're shocked and disappointed to see the situation. We and our franchisees do not tolerate this behavior, the statement read.
But y'all tolerate the behavior against the employees.
Yeah.
The
franchisee who owns and operates this location is retraining its staff, and all team members involved have been terminated. Police in Philadelphia, meanwhile, confirmed the post that the incident remained under investigation as of Thursday. Quote, we have no comment, a police spokesperson wrote in an email. Detectives are also investigating another recent complaint at the location involving a Grubhub driver who claims a Taco Bell employee used homophobic slurs toward him. Okay, no charges have been no charges have been filed in that alleged incident, WCAU reports. So this was written, I think, last week? The 7th. Okay, so almost a week ago.
Like, yo, I can't condone it, but like, yo, it'd be like that.
No, really.
It just be like that,
there
bro.
have been so many times.
Like, yo, I'm willing to bet these niggas, like, yo, I'm sorry, as a fast food employee,
just like
you don't just go scrapping with niggas for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, obviously they were whoever, like the boyfriend and the girlfriend or whoever, they were on some wild shit. They were saying some dumb shit and they got their ass beat. Like, yeah, like, I can't condone it, but like I get it.
Like for me, it's like, okay, so if you're constantly explaining, Grubhub is a thing, and it's like, yes, because
because they started the article by saying, oh, they didn't seem busy, and it's like, yo, Grubhub, like, yo, when I was working there, they started doing Grubhub. Grubhub had us back the fuck up, because then you get the drivers in there, and the drivers are just like, the drivers are wild grumpy. They're like, come on, where's the food? Where's the... They're getting pissed. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you have a job to do. You sit there fuck down and wait, my nigga. Like,
yes. Because I mean, I get, like, they're the ones that are going to get yelled at, but it's also not the people's work, like, the fast food people's fault.
That ain't on me, because you got, like, 5 Grubhub orders, and then, like, 10 other regular nigga orders, and like, 4 niggas back here. Like,
and that was also our store because it was like, it was small as fuck. It was always like tight in there, never enough staff. And there have been times where I wanted to fucking like, do that too. But I also thought like, I can't because then I'd lose my job and then I got fired anyway.
I mean, me, it's like, okay, these niggas started it. So I am justified. Okay, that nigga threatened me. He said he was going to knock... And mind you, I wait for that specific wording. I will knock your fat ass out.
I wait till the physical comes, and I'm just like,
well, no, I'm sorry. I'm saying I will knock your fat ass out.
It's a threat, yeah.
That is a threat. And as that justifies me beating your ass before you can make good on that threat.
I mean, I guess.
So that to me is self-defense. You make a threat, and I put you down before you can facilitate that threat. That is self-defense to me.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know, like, cause like I remember I only saw like clips of like the video, like, you know, like super like 5-second clips of it, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. But now that I read the fucking article, and it's because of fucking Grubhub.
Yo, for real, that is the funniest part too.
Oh,
Grubhub
no, the funniest part is the fucking $20 gift card. Cause like, I'm sorry, I got my fucking ribs kicked in. I got a punctured lung. I have a.
Wait, did they say all that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just assuming because the person was, I'm assuming, slammed to the ground, getting punched and kicked, like on their back and shit. You have to have sustained substantial damage from that shit. It's 6 people jumping you. You don't just leave that unscathed. The fuck is $20 gonna do? My nigga, the fucking hospital bill's like fucking $5,000.
I'm just like, yo, there are nights like that where it's like, yo, everyone in the kitchen's pissed off right now.
Yes.
We all, like, there's wild orders. Everyone's in the kitchen pissed off. The customers are being annoying. And I'm like, yo, it's like, yo, I'm like, yeah, that's like, yo, I will fucking fuck up the next person that says some dumb shit to me right now. Because, yo, it is a fucking powder keg in here. And y'all niggas are just not helping right now.
Yeah, at least like, because this is us speaking from experience, and if anyone else like has experience in fast food, you know what it's like when there's a busy store and you may or may not have enough employees, and people just keep coming and coming. And now with the whole like, you know, integration with Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, whatever the fuck.
Yo, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I know the DoorDash thing is and the Postmates thing is and the Grubhub thing is they're just doing their jobs.
Yeah.
But I get like annoyed when I see the same face and them coming in over. I'm like, yo. Take off. Like, go home.
They're like,
nigga.
but I need to pay rent.
I don't give a fuck. Go home, nigga.
I mean, there have been days where I saw the same person 5 to 7 times in one shift.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I joked with one person. I'm like, yo, just go home. And they're like, yeah, but people are ordering. I'm like, you don't gotta be the one to fucking come right. And yeah, because like. There are some people, like, there are, like, there was, like, at least in the afternoon shifts, there was always, like, this older dude who, like, apparently loved whenever I would, make the food, because I was always, quote, organized, and, like, I knew what to do.
Uh-huh.
And he, even when it was backed up, he knew that that's how it was, and, like, I would know, okay, so that's him, that's a Postmates order, take your fucking bullshit, and whatever. And, like, that's why I feel like everyone needs to work at least 2 years in fast food before getting an official job. Even if you're the fucking CEO of a brand new company or a company that's been in existence for like the past century, you need to work in fast food so that you learn patience, people skills, and how to fucking be a piece of shit.
And how to not wreck a nigga when you're like under pressure for like hours on end.
Because
and
that
niggas
shit is
coming
stressful.
saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that shit is fucking stressful. Especially when you get the fucking drunk people, the overly angry people, the people who order fucking $50 worth of shit right the instant that they are hungry. Like, yeah, obviously you come to a store to eat when you're hungry, but like, when you've starved for like 3 hours and you're just like, you want to order whatever the fuck when a store's busy as shit and you're just like, oh man, why is my food taking forever? I'm fucking hungry. Well, nigga, that's not my fault.
And then it's like, oh, yo, and then like, yo, the thing about Taco Bell, right, like, you have multiple jobs there. Because like, you're a fucking line cook. You are a cashier. You are the janitor because you're cleaning that shit. You are a security guard.
Technically.
You are basically a security guard, my nigga.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, there's a homeless person in here. They're asking niggas for money. They're whatchamacallit? They're
panhandling?
No,
begging?
I said that already. Asking for money. I said that already. Fuck off.
Asking for food?
No. When they're just chilling in the store,
Loitering.
Loitering, chilling in the store, not doing anything, all that other shit, rah shit, whatever. And it's like, oh, it's your responsibility to go kick him out.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
and if it doesn't work for you, then I get the call, and it's like, hey, you gotta tell him to fucking.
Yeah, I told him to leave, motherfucker, and he told him to leave. They didn't want to leave. So he called the police. And you know what? The police are tired of our ass. Because they keep fucking calling these niggas.
Dude, I remember when I fucking called the non-emergency police once and they're like, can you give me your location? And I gave them the location and they're like, the Taco Bell? I'm like, yeah.
Because we kept having to call these niggas.
Yeah.
And then, like, I remember the one lady. I think this might have been after the one with the leathery ass skin, the lady.
The one that's always sleeping?
Yes. Were you there?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, no, she was. I remember, like, several nights we had to, like, end up calling 911. Because, like, we were knocking on the table trying to shake her awake.
Yes, I was there. She didn't want to get up.
No. She was asleep. Yeah. But we couldn't wake her up.
Yeah.
Like, we were knocking on the table, shaking her. She wasn't budging. So I'm like, yo, is this bitch dead?
Yeah.
Yo, like,
I remember
they called 911. Like, on some real... And then they just sent her some cops, and the cops, like...
Yeah, the cops, like, fucking, like, woke her up, and she's like...
And I remember, like, oh yeah, no, you were there, because I remember, you were there.
I was trying to fucking wake her up. I was knocking on the table, shaking that bitch with gloves on. I dropped shit in front of her. I'm like making all these loud fucking noises.
And then eventually I told her, like, yo, you can't come in here anymore. Yeah. Because I remember one night I was like, yo, if you fall asleep again, I'm not letting you in the store anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I spend too much time every night waking you up.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And then she fell asleep again. And so I kicked her out after that.
I remember she gave me a sob story.
Yeah, she came in the...
Whole backstory.
She came in the next day, and I was like, yo, I told you yesterday you can't come back here anymore. And she's like, oh, well, no. I'm like, yo, I told you yesterday. And that's when she got you and told you the whole sob story and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, but you also have to understand that I get in trouble because you sleep and smell.
Like, yo, I'm sorry, homeless, I'm sorry, capitalism is shit. Like, people...
Or you make very shitty life decisions.
Capitalism is shit.
Yeah.
But there's a whole thing. But no one's homeless by choice, But
I mean, Auntie is.
She has an apartment, so she's not technically homeless. So no one's homeless by choice. Capitalism is shit. But at the end of the day, like, yo, I'm also not trying to end up. I'm not trying to end up capitalist.
Killed.
No, I said not trying to end up capitalist.
Oh,
like, I'm not trying to end up homeless either. So I'm sorry, but I need to do my job and kick you out, and I have to put my other feelings aside to be like, yo, you can't be in here anymore.
Also, it's very annoying to literally have the same process happen every fucking
day. And then eventually it's like, okay, not only are you, I'm going to have to kick you out because you're just homeless and you're not purchasing anything and you're asking people for money. You're asking people for money in a store that's violating the other privacy of the other customers.
Yeah.
You are coming in drunk as shit, saying all the wild rah-rah shit.
Mm.
Like, eventually it's like, no, it's not even rules anymore. I just don't want you in here.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting my time and you're being, like, mad threatening. This nigga Eli.
The fucking... Oh my god. Every time I remember, like, I would randomly see him, even when, like, I'm going to Taco Bell by myself because I have to use the bathroom when I'm coming home from school, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna hold it all the way till fucking home. I'm just gonna go to Taco Bell, see who's working, maybe try to get free shit. And then I remember the last time, one of the other times that I went, I saw Eli there, that nigga just kept staring at me, and I looked back in his direction, that nigga left.
I bet. No, this nigga always tried to start shit, boy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you need something? Like, fuck.
Wait, see this nigga, remember?
When we went to McDonald's?
After I stopped working there. I stopped working to Taco Bell, we went to McDonald's and he was there.
Yeah, it was after our shoot.
Yeah, it was after our shoot with me and Nikki, and he got up and left.
Yeah, that nigga darted for the door.
Yo, for real, I'm like, yo, you talk all this rah-rah shit.
Yeah.
But, like, when you see me
and
outside...
he still wants to sue me.
Yo, you put your hair... Like, yo, the thing is, I wouldn't even threaten him.
Yeah.
Thinking, like, yo, I'd be like, yo, listen... I remember, what was it one night?
Was he being racist to, like, people?
Yeah, he was racist. He was racist to people.
And us.
Yeah, he was racist to us. Like, Trump's gonna deport you to Dominica.
When he gets elected, you fucking idiots don't even make enough money to get them the payroll.
Yo, yeah.
Like,
he's like, yo, no, because it started out because, like, he kept on telling us he kept on coming at us for taking out the garbage. Like, oh,
yeah, because we have so many garbage bags.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you're polluting. I'm like, yo, like, you want to take that up with the owner? Like, that's up to you, dog. I'm like,
we're just doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I'm told right now. Yeah. He's like, oh, blah, 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 you guys don't even make payroll. But I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you make payroll, nigga? I get paid.
And then, like, whenever, like, oh, my bad. Whenever he would, like threaten, like, oh, I'll get you guys fired. I have shares in fucking Taco Bell. Then,
nigga, you got shares in what? You are homeless. Put a share in a house, nigga. Fuck? No.
That was verbatim what you yelled at him once. those nights where you got sick of everyone's shit and then he was adding on to it and you were doing that whole like, what? Shares and what? You homeless, nigga? I'm just like, Pat, I feel that, but like, you gotta calm the fuck down. Oh my god.
Yo, because he was wildin'. I'm sorry. Nigga was wildin'.
No, definitely.
And what was it? Yeah, no, at one point we were letting him sit in the store. We would let him sit in the store. Yeah. We used to let him sit in the store and like just chill. Because he was one of the cool homeless, he didn't say anything. But then he started coming at us about the garbage. And then one day he was like, oh, the store is practically empty except for him. And we were all talking and laughing. And he's like, hey, you guys need to be quiet. You're being very... I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, you didn't buy anything. Get the fuck out. I'm like, yo, who are you? You didn't buy. You don't have to be here.
I'm the owner.
We don't have to let you in here, bro.
I'm the owner.
It's like, so I'm just like, yo, get out. And then after that, everything was hostile after that.
Yeah.
And he just started having a whole new thing. Yo, what was it? The one day, I forget what it was, but I told him he was sitting there, and I told him he had to buy something or leave.
Yeah.
He had to buy something. And he was like, oh, well, you guys never say this to anybody else. I'm like, yeah, everyone else buys shit, nigga. And so eventually, like, okay, I'm gonna buy something. And he's like, well, let me say something to you. He's like, okay, I'm gonna buy a coffee. But I'm walking back to the restaurant bringing up the coffee. He's like, then let me say something to you, though. He starts getting real close to me. I'm like, yo, you need to step back from me. Because he's like getting right up in my... I'm like, yo, you need to step back. He's like, oh, you gonna fight me or something? I'll sue you. I'm like, nigga, I told you to stay back from me. If I wanted to fight you, I'd fucking fight you, nigga. Fuck! Just put my fist in your face. That's it. Like, that's it, bro.
It's like, because he's trying to do this whole, like, intimidation shit.
I'm like, nigga, you are malnutrition. You are intimidating shit. Okay? You are an old, malnutrition nigga who probably has like 10 different diseases in your body. The only way you're threatening is if I punch you too hard and the bubonic plague comes out of your fucking chest cavity. I am Pestilence, one of the 4 horsemen of the...
Oh my god. Oh, you know, like, I'm kind of sad you don't watch fucking JoJo because there's a character whose stand power is fucking... If you break one of these fucking bulbs on his, like, where his knuckles are, it releases a fucking deadly disease that has no cure. And it's low-key the most OP fucking thing. And it just reminded me of, like, getting punched in the chest and the fucking thing bursting. You're like, ah! Oh my god.
Yo, this nigga was always on some shit, and eventually I bought him the coffee, and I give him the coffee, and he's like, okay. I'm like, you can only sit in here for half an hour. He's like, you're never gonna force that rule. And then some of the, I hate when like you're getting into it with someone, and then other customers feel the need to butt in because they have no context for shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you can only stay here for half an hour. And then some other one dude, what do you have to? He's like, hey, just buy another coffee, man. You know, and just you can stay here for another half an hour.
Yeah, I'm Sonic.
I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. Who are you, bro? And that's why I'm getting more and more pissed off because I'm bringing up his order and he keeps talking.
He's still talking
He's
shit.
still talking shit. I'm just like, bro, yo, you need... And eventually I give him this coffee and he keeps saying, I'm like, yo, shut up. I am done with your shit. Straight up, I'm just like, yo, shut up. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
We're not having conversation anymore. Take your fucking coffee and fuck off.
You can't talk to me like that. I just bought this fucking coffee. You fucker, you fat bitch.
Yeah, and I remember the one time he came. I feel like he saw his opportunity.
Yeah.
I was on register and he came in during a manager's meeting, and I told him he wasn't allowed to come in here anymore because he'd, all the shit that had gone down.
Yeah.
And he basically complained to and yelled at me. I'm like, yo, this, like, oh, but you just lost a customer passion. What the fuck? I'm like, yo, this nigga has literally threatened to punch people in the face.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry you're gonna lose your 86 cents a day that this nigga gives to y'all.
Yeah.
Are you dead ass?
Or when he randomly decides to order a fucking taco.
Oh man. The extra dollar and
still
change.
with the senior fucking discount, so it
Bruh.
comes out to like $1.02.
$1.20.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that. Ew. And so I'm just like, yo, for real, like this nigga has like legitimately threatened people. He said racist shit. It's not even he's a disturbance.
Yeah, he's racist. He's threatened people. He's gotten drunk and loud with people. I'm not sure if he's gotten physical with people, but
he's threatened to get physical people.
He's threatened.
Remember, he told he's gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of names I gotta censor this episode.
Oh, well.
But it's fine.
Yeah. So I'm just like, yo, you really put my safety above like for this nigga's 86 cents? Are you wilding right now?
No, fuck that.
Yeah, no, fuck that noise. I'm not taking his order when he's in there.
It's also why like I'm kind of like I'm glad I got offered the job back after this whole fucking shit happened. But now that like the way that it is now with the whole Grubhub, and I have to go back to that added stress of like every fucking day there's like there's this, oh, you never know when core's coming, or make sure you do this, and fucking the owner would randomly come out of nowhere if she wants to.
Yo, honestly, on some real shit, like I was thinking about the other day when I was at work. Did I mention where I work here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when I was at work at Liberty Science Center, I'm like, at one day I was just like, kind of like, yo, and I had not stressed here a single day the way I'd stressed at any one day of Taco Bell.
Mm.
That is wild. Like, yo, I'm like low key, I kind of want to cry. Like low key, I kind of wanted to cry.
This is fucking beautiful.
Yo, for real. Like I've not. The most stressful day I've had here was like a mild day at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Like. It was like, oh my god.
And like for me, like I feel bad whenever I walk into the place. It's like whenever I walk into the place, it's like not really busy, but then like I come at the times where like it starts to get busy. Like let's say 3 o'clock, that's when shit picks up again. Or if I come in at a later time and like it gets busier like around nights, and like I'm just like, oh man, I don't miss this.
Yo, for real, I've been in there. Same here. I've been in there. I'm like, yo, I don't. Thank God I got out of it. I mean, thank goodness I got out of this, bro. Like,
thank science. Thank Jehovah.
Fuck. Fuck.
But
oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the only thing that was good about working at Taco Bell was the quote-unquote free food that we technically weren't allowed to have.
Fuck that.
And like,
apparently they're enforcing that now.
Yeah. I've heard. And like, for me at least, it was like I got to see people who would go to my community college or who worked around in the area, and they would come for like their lunch break, and I would see them from time to time. I'm like, oh man, my friends are cool. And like, for me, it was convenient because it's not super far from home. It's like a 20-30 minute walk, and that was it. But then once like I got thrown out, fired, whatever. Like, it's like it felt weird. It still feels weird now to like not have to like go in there and I'm like, oh man, I have these plans, or fuck, my laptop's gonna die. But
wait, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, because like the warning just popped up. I'm like, oh shit. But I don't know why I'm like trying to fucking still talk when I'm like far away from the mic. But oops, I kicked the thing by accident.
Good job, Walt.
Oops, that fell.
Your credit to your people.
Okay, cool. We're good. We're gooch. Anyway, like when I was working there, like I barely made plans with people. I like even plans when you wanted to do photo shoots, because I was always working weekends, and like it wouldn't work out unless like I would randomly be given a fucking morning shift, and then I'd do the photo shoot with you afterwards, go home and fucking knock out because I was just tired. And not having to think about that is relieving in a sense, but the only thing that I guess like the negative aspect is that I'm not making like as much money as I used to. Like, I'm collecting the unemployment thing, and that's cool and all, but that eventually runs out.
I mean, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that till you graduate. And then
and then I get another job.
Yeah.
It's also just weird in general, because like it's my first time doing that, and I'm just like, the fuck is this?
In my case right now, I'm making basically the same amount of money with significantly less effort and less hours.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and the thing is, like, I'm down for more hours. I'm down to like work more.
But is it because like you're still new?
I'm basically signed on for part time.
Okay.
So basically, if I were, something, if I were, I guess, to get more days, I'd probably have to be promoted or whatever. But, like, it's like, when I get more hours, I'm going to be making more money. And that's going to be awesome, Either more money or more pay, or, like, either more time or more pay. Either way, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be making more than I made to talk about, again, with significantly less effort.
Yeah. And that's always something to look forward to, because like at least like now you're enjoying where you work. Like yeah, it's different. Like let's say you don't have the same repertoire that you would have with like maybe like the people back at Taco Bell when we used to work. But
yeah, I can't.
You can build a whole nother rapport with other people.
I can't joke and and
Yeah.
curse and say all the raunchy shit we used to say at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But I'm still cool to people Liberty Sunset. I still have like some sort of friend within my department. I still like level of rapport with the people there, and that's cool. I'm down for it. I can trade in raunchy jokes for not getting threatened every other day.
Yeah, and like it sucks that it always happened at night.
Yeah, for real.
And like you were always working night shifts unless you miraculously were given a fucking mid shift out of nowhere.
Yeah, like what, twice a year?
Yeah,
maybe.
And like for me, because like I don't know if it was because I was a student or what, but they fucking fluctuated my shit like every other week. It was like, hey, you're gonna work nights this week, or you're gonna work mornings, or you're gonna work most in the afternoon. And like I would have no set schedule, so I would never form plans with people unless I would like, let's say I wanted to go to a concert and I invited someone, or my friend wanted to hang out, and I'm like, okay, I want to hang out with you too, but like let's do this in 2 weeks because so I can get off that day.
Word.
Or if that week, the day that they wanted to hang out, I miraculously had off, cool, I can schedule it then and then do my shit. Or what they tried to do to me one time where I was hanging out with a friend and I was off that day and then they called me into work. Like, the fuck? And I said, no, I'm busy. I have shit to do. Because, like, I also have a fucking life. I want to be social. I want to hang out with the people I want to fucking hang out with.
Yeah, they tried that shit with me too. Where, like, I think they realized after a while that I'm not coming in on a day that I'm not working.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because I feel like if I were asked here at Liberty Science Center,
You do it.
I can't say 100% I'd do it, but I'd be more likely to.
Yeah.
Because they did ask me one day if I could switch my schedule for, but I was like, I had plans that day.
Yeah.
But like, then they asked me, oh, but what about that Monday? I'm like, yeah, I can do that Monday.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm like, whatever. But like, Taco Bell is just like, yo, I have a day off. And it's a day where like, I don't have to feel like I'm dying when I go into work, and then I'm 100% like stressed. I'm like, you calling me in when I don't need to be here to talk about. I'm not coming in.
Yeah, and like especially like because I feel like you were always like, well, not always, but you more often hung out with friends more. So it sucks when you have to work like late night shifts because like usually people hang out like in the morning or in the early afternoon, and like you would I'm assuming you would probably show up to like your fucking friend events or hang out with your friends and you're fucking tired and shit.
We're, like I remember with various cosplay events, like you'd go from like in the morning till at night where we'll hang out after the con or whatever, and we're all like eating pizza and I'm like legitimately falling asleep.
Like I think that also happened when I forget if we were doing a photo shoot. I think we were just hanging out in general that day, but you probably worked and I think I was off. And it was where we went to where you used to live, the bar that's like...
Oh, yeah, and I was like...
And you were falling asleep, and I felt bad, but I'm just like, he's also like working fucking late nights, and even though I wanted you to enjoy the show too, I left you like...
No, you should have woken me up. I was upset.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset, but I was like, I felt weird. I felt bad about it.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Because it also happened when we went to the concert in Brooklyn, where I was like...
You were standing, and you fell asleep, and I'm just like, how the fuck...
Horses do it? Shit.
Yeah, but at least, like, I mean, for me, I'm not super sure where I want to work. Because, like, I was listening to, I forget if it was a podcast or not, but I was listening to this thing where it's like, you want to get more skill or you want to improve your craft and stuff. For example, let's say you want to get super good at basketball and you want to intern for Kobe Bryant or whoever, or Steph Curry, whoever the fuck you really like. Now, most interns, they're, it's basically free work. But a lot of people feel entitled that their time is worth money. So it's like...
internships are basically illegal. But
what happened?
They're kind of basically illegal.
Internships?
Yeah. They're kind of set up in a way where it's a loophole.
Uh-huh.
Internships are incredibly exploitative.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Totally.
Yeah.
And, like, there are times where I feel that, where I feel like my work or, like, however many hours I put into a certain service or product, like, I feel like I should be compensated for that. But, for example, it was a podcast, so I was listening to basically, Joe Jitsukawa, and I forget his friend, but they run businesses together. Like Joe, along with Bart Kwan, they made Just Kidding Just Kidding Films, which expanded into Just Kidding Party, News, Gamer, even though that ended, and then now they're working on a full-length feature film. And as side projects, they opened up clothing brands. Bart opened up a gym. Joe opened up a couple restaurants, like a matcha place, and David So, who was also like kind of a partner with them. They also had a clothing brand for a little bit. David opened a fucking ice cream shop. Like they're all like expanding into these businesses. And then this specific podcast was talking about like, you know, if you want to intern, you're going to learn the skill, but then there are those people who claim that they want to make money while doing so, and I kind of get that. But with the whole internship thing, it's usually free work. And if you go into like a place that's, what's it called? You're taking someone's time. Like they don't have to accept you. You're giving them your time, and you're providing them with work that, you know, that they're telling you to do. Like, here, do this or do that or whatever. Like, hopefully you're not like that fucking dude who just has to go get coffee for people and shit. But for example, let's say, because that whole podcast made me think, it's like, well, shit, I want to get better with like filming, editing, photography, like all this stuff. I want to make myself better in my skills and build up my resume, portfolio, all this shit. So would I have to intern? But then let's say, for example, like when I graduate or even beforehand, my fucking unemployment is going to run out. So how am I going to sustain myself? And that's when people get their side job. That's when they get other jobs, or they find other internships that hopefully have paid opportunities and like all this other shit. So it made me think, and I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? But that's just me. I'm gonna handle that off in like my own time and shit. But it really gets you thinking. Like, for example, if you, because I know that you said you wanted to start like your own, like we were discussing about like videos that you would want to be interested in. So I'm not sure if like you would like, let's say, intern at let's say, for example, the anime spinoff for channel Frederator. Like they have an anime based channel called Get in the Robot or something like that. So like, let's say you fucking intern for them, and like they're like, okay, we want like someone with at least basic editing skills. So then you start chopping up just like small clips, and like, yeah, you're not getting paid for that, but you're also learning the skills that you can apply to like your personal craft.
Or if you want to learn certain skills and, you know, you have a little bit of money spare, you go to our sponsor, Skillshare.
That would have been the perfect thing. Oh, but we're not sponsored by Skillshare yet. I just love, like, I'm low-key serious. I'm just like, yeah, you know, yeah. Yo, like Skillshare, give us money. Oh, man. I mean, you know, if y'all are listening, thanks for being our one view this week. But yeah, so like things like that like get you fucking thinking, and like, you know, I'm just like, so if I were to intern, where would I go? Like, for example, Genius, they had an internship, but that's over the summer. I'm thinking of like maybe First We Feast, since I almost applied a job to be a video editor, but they want 5 years experience. So I was like, fuck. But I'm basically just looking into that now.
You see the thing where there's a job listing for, and you need a certain amount of experience in a computer system. It was like, oh, in a certain computer system, I was like, 7 years of experience in this system. The system's only existed for like 3 years.
I mean, excuse me. Like on my resume currently, like I have that. I have skills in PHP, Java, Python, even though I fucking hate programming, just so it looks okay. And then I also have skills in Photoshop, even though I've been teaching myself.
Oh shit, that me.
Yeah, I was uploading it while
It's me.
E.
It's me.
We had a photo shoot today for those that don't know.
I'm a leprechaun.
Yes, Patrick has like weird orange hair today.
Shaving it off when I get home.
Yeah. But all in all, it's like, you know, it's interesting to see, I guess, where life could go. Being like what path you're going to take. Like, you know, who knows where you can go with the whole Liberty Center if you get more hours, or if you get promoted to a certain position, or like, you know, if let's say
I become the CEO.
It's possible. Or like, let's say...
Still getting paid 11 and change. But
as a CEO?
Fuck. As a CEO, I'm still getting paid 11.
Like, I do nothing but thanks for the 11 an hour. I work 1 day a week. I work 1 hour.
I am so poor.
Someone help me. Give money to my fucking... Oh my god. I just remembered.
What?
There was another story that I heard, and I wasn't sure if I should have, like, brought it up, but there was, in China, there's a lady who is well off and owns, I think, multiple buildings, and she's old, and you know what she does in her spare time? Begs.
Huh.
Legit. Like, she doesn't have to. She's well off, but she just spends her time at, like, a metro station just begging people for money.
Is she pretending to be homeless? Like, do they know the situation? Or?
Some people know that she's, like even her kids are like, yo, so, like, don't do that. That's just fucking embarrassing.
Because I'm like, okay, technically, I mean, if she's upfront about it, then it's niggas giving away their own money.
Yes.
Then whatever. But, like, if she's out here straight up, like, lying about being homeless, that's some fucked up shit.
I don't think she's lying about being homeless. I think people know that she's, like, a fucking building owner. Like, multiple building owner. But, like, you know why she's doing this?
Why?
Because she doesn't want to stay at home.
Excuse me?
Yeah, and that brings up the argument, why don't you get a fucking job, or this and that and the third.
She owns multiple buildings. She can live in one of them?
Yeah, but she doesn't want to stay at home. Because, like, I've noticed a lot of people, they get old, they retire, they literally just stay at home. They feel lonely. They feel depressed because all their children and grandchildren are living life without them.
Die. I don't know.
But, like, I get where she's coming from, but also fuck you, because you don't need to ask people for money and you're just getting it.
Word, you're just, like, taking away from, like, all the actual homeless people there? Like,
yeah. And, like, that reminds me when I used to work at Taco Bell and I would leave, like, an early shift and I would see someone who's, like, around my age, if not a few years older, and he's asking people for money, and I'm just like, dog, you can work. Like, I don't know what, but you can work.
I mean, it depends, honestly.
Everyone has a
like,
different situation.
Like, I don't know, like, for example, jobs require certain things.
Yeah.
So, if you don't have, like, your social security information,
then you can't.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
If you, no way of getting, you're fucked. If
our old job hired a literal homeless person for, like, 2 weeks.
It kind of did. Holy shit, I forgot about that dude.
Yeah, but remember, he just didn't show up.
No, he was terrible.
He was weird.
He was the worst.
I am not sure if he was schizo, but he was gone for most of the time. Because I remember, like when I was supposed to help train him, I just saw him in the basement just staring at the boxes downstairs.
No, and then I remember once, like, after they finally fired him, he kind of just came in and walked behind the counter.
Yeah,
and put on the uniform. I'm like, yo, you got fired.
Yeah, because, like, how do you expect... You don't show up to work for 2 weeks, and you just walk in, and it's like...
Excuse me?
No.
What?
All in all, yo, fuck Taco Bell.
Yeah, for real.
Unless you want to sponsor and, like, give me specifically free shit, then
Also give me free shit.
Please, yeah, like, free shit is always welcome. But not literal shit. I mean, food.
Do it, or else we're gonna shoot up your corporate offices.
No, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, we are.
No.
Yeah, we're dynamic duo, 2 of us.
Nope.
I'm sorry. The 3 of us with our Jambe here. Jambe here. Yeah, the Jambe is gonna get a gun too.
First off, how?
the Jambe fucks with us. Right?
It just walks up to a store and goes. It's like, first off, how did you make a sound without anyone slapping you? Anyway, Pat, what are your social medias?
Hey, by the way, I was joking about the whole shooting. I don't want to actually get arrested.
Yes, that's why I said no.
I was joking.
Oh fuck! I almost knocked down the.
But like dead ass, if somebody else shoots all up, I'm gonna laugh.
If the week that this goes up, someone shoots up a fucking Taco Bell place, that was not us.
But I will laugh. That'd be funny as fuck.
We'll report on it. And I'll be like, Pat, look what you have conspired.
Fuck these niggas. Ha! Okay.
And quote, that's what the shooter said before they took out their M14. And it's like, oh.
Wait, they weren't white? Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Whoa!
An overweight African American. It's like, oh,
Ooh, not me. There are other overweight African Americans out there.
Named Neil Platinum.
Neil Platinum. Nigga said Neil Platinum.
Yeah.
Boy. My nigga said Neil Platinum. Where did Neil come from? I get platinum.
I don't know.
Could it be Neil Diamond?
No. Is there a singer named Neil Diamond?
Yes, there is.
Why do you keep opening that fucking thing?
Because I do. Like,
No. No, it's a bomb.